Guys, it's Sarah and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or topic that we want to talk about for the week surrounding books. And this week we are going to continue on a little bit with our back to school celebration, and we're going to give you some recommendations that we have gotten from teachers. I have a lot of teacher friends, you guys, and I have volunteered in my kids' schools quite a bit, and I love to get recommendations from them and to see what they would recommend for children because, you know, they have to provide some reading materials for their kids in class. They read to the children out loud a lot of times, even, you know, up into 5th grade. My daughter had one of these books that was recommended. Her language arts teacher actually read it out loud to their class last year, and just, you know, anything that these teachers have come across. And I have kind of a variety here. So I have some younger, and then I have some kind of older elementary, middle grade, and then I even have one from a high school teacher. The first one is Holes, and this is by Louis Sachar. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not quite sure. This is a very, very popular middle grade book. I have not read this book before, so I should probably remedy that at some point. Maybe for middle grade March next year, I'll try to pick it up. But it is very, very beloved. It also has become a movie, and I believe Shia LaBeouf was in that one, and it was very, very popular. I honestly do not know the premise of this book at all, and I kind of want to leave it that way because I do plan to read it at some point, but I know of the book, and I know that it's very, very popular. The next one is one that I have, and it is one of my favorite books of all time, and that is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I love this book. I love it with all my heart and soul. It is such a beautiful and sad and moving and important story, and I just love it, and I want to reread it at some point in my life, which I definitely know that I will. But this one was definitely recommended by probably a lot of teachers, and it's even recommended reading or required reading in some schools as well. Not all of them, which I feel like it should be nationally, to be honest with you, but it's such a great story. I love it. All right, the next one is a book that I've never heard of, but this was recommended by one of my teacher friends, and it is Lin Remembered by Patrick D. Smith, and this has actually been voted one of the best Florida books, I believe. Yeah, it was ranked #1 best Florida books 8 different times in annual polls. And this one follows different generations of a family who had come to Florida and made their settlement here, and it follows generations of that same family and kind of how they grew and how they prospered and, you know, went from pretty much nothing to riches. And it follows that story and timeline, and it's all set in the state of Florida. So that was interesting. I've never heard of it. All right, the next one was Jacob Have I Loved by Katherine Patterson. This is another one that I have not read, but I've definitely heard of it. And I believe that this one is following a set of twins. One of them is feeling very inadequate next to her sister, and so she is trying to figure out who she is by herself, and it's a very big coming of age story from what I believe. And then the next one is Hatchet by Gary Paulson, which is one that my daughter's 5th grade teacher read out loud to them, so she has read it, and I have read it as well. I actually read it for my children's literature class that I took last semester, and I enjoyed it. It was a good one. It follows a young boy who is involved in a plane crash, and he has to survive in the Canadian wilderness by himself, and just his story, it's a, you know, big survival story, and it was good. I liked it. So that's another one that is very beloved and is actually read in classrooms a lot. And then for the younger kids, if any of you guys have younger children and you're looking for book recommendations for them, I had more than one person say anything by Mo Willems is really good for that age range, and I agree with that. My daughter loves Mo Willems. She's in 3rd grade. It's lower than her reading level, but she likes the stories, and, you know, they're entertaining and they're funny and they're cute and the illustrations are great. So anything by him is kind of what was the big recommendation for, kids who are on the younger reading scale. And that is going to be it. Those are some of the books that some of my teacher friends have recommended. And I want to thank all of my teacher friends, number one, for even being a teacher, because I know what it takes and it is not easy. And you guys are amazing. So thank you guys for doing what you do and for giving me some recommendations that I can share. And make sure you head over to Lindsay's channel and see what her teacher friends have recommended for her. I'm excited to see those as well. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you again soon.